Okay, I want to talk about this moment right here.
Oh boy.
Because here's the thing, as best I can tell, what probably happened is after Chrissy finished with the basketball game and Eddie finished with Hellfire, they decided to meet and drive together. But there were so many people around, you know that they were probably trying to be discreet. But in that clip, Eddie is careening into his parking spot and he is blasting his music. So at what point did the ride go from quietly driving to that little bit of chaos? I just think that's a really fun missing scene to picture because the way I see it, Eddie probably was not planning on driving the Queen of Hawkins High home with him that day. So when he got back in his car, he didn't think about the fact that his music was still turned way high. So it turned on, scared the shit out of both of them, and he turned it down. And so it was completely silent while they were driving for a minute. And I just picture Chrissy eventually, sweetly, gently trying, just being like, was that corroded coffin? I just saw a post on Tumblr about how Eddie is one of the few people who, when Steve asks a question, he just answers it instead of sort of being like, you're an idiot. And I think that would translate really well to Chrissy as well. So I like the idea of Eddie being like, no, it's like this other thing, and explaining it to her and doing the thing that he did at the picnic table too, and trying to make her laugh and just sort of cheer up a little bit. So I specifically picture him teaching her how to headbang and sort of, steering the car a little bit funny while he's doing it and just sort of trying to rev her up a little bit and her just awkwardly, sweetly sort of getting a little bit into it. And it's so sad because when she gets into the trailer, she's so stressed again. But there's a moment right when she gets out of the van there that she's smiling quite happily. And I like thinking that they had a really pleasant car ride together at least. For me, this feeds into the Sangria 90s AU that I have, where I picture them becoming queer platonic best friends that could rival Steve and Robin. And I just think I really love the idea of it starting there. I don't know, just the idea that after all the supernatural things preying on Chrissy's insecurities and problems disappear, she still has those things to work through like they all do. And the thought of Eddie helping her do that through music is really lovely. In this 90s AU, I've kind of been picturing him, like I've said, as sort of Jack Black in School of Rock and Keating in Dead Poets Society. And for her, I've been picturing kind of Miss Honey and Danny from Bly Manor. And the idea of the two of them together, coming together over something like metal music is really delightful. Imagining sweet, cute Chrissy, becoming part of a screamo band or something. I kind of love that. So yeah, I just thought that little moment missing in canon was really sweet. And then, yeah, this is definitely a new cornerstone in my AU.